Good morning, WA. This was our first morning in WA. If you missed last week's episode, click up here. That's all of the trip coming here. We just packed up the van. This was the campsite last night in the light. The beach is somewhere down there. We tried to walk to it, but we just couldn't. Probably just get a move on today. Try and get towards Esperance, because between here and Esperance, basically nothing. So you might as well just do a big day of driving and get to Esperance. And yeah, it looks pretty magical on the photos. So I guess we'll drive for a bit and see you when I see ya. By the way, if you're wondering what this absolutely magical stuff on my face is, I'm growing my beard out. I have an excuse because I'm not working at the moment, just traveling, and I'm homeless technically. We'll see what the beard's like at the end. Rate my beard out of 10.
It's a solid 8, I think.
8 out of 10. Sweet. Yeah, you guys rate my beard out of 10 as well. We've got the coppers.
Don't do that, I might find me.
Random breath test. We thought we were in trouble. It's all good. They're actually the nicest coppers ever.
Yeah,
Anyway, see you lads. A couple of emus. It's not every day you see a couple of emus in the wild. I wasn't going to video tonight, but Amelia went to the effort of making a damn good feed, and I went to the effort of making a little fire by this lake. We're in Esperance.
Hell yeah.
Have a fire, some cold ones and some burritos. Let's go. We finally made it to Esperance.
Yes, we did.
It's literally as good as you see on the internet. If this isn't on your bucket list, it should be. It was on my bucket list and Amelia's for ages. But yeah, it's probably some of the clearest water I've ever seen. And the sand is so white. This is Hellfire Bay, Hellfire Beach, something like that. But yeah, it's up there. It's just crazy. There's actually hardly anyone here. There's a few people.
I see you.
But it's a Sunday at about 1 PM. So, I mean, this on a Sunday is just crazy. If this is in Sydney, it'd be absolutely packed. Look at the water. This place is insane. This is Lucky Bay in Esperance, WA. You want to get lucky in Lucky Bay? It's so sick. It's probably the best beach I've ever seen that you're legally allowed to drive on. Every beach here is just insane. White sand, the bluest, most turquoise water you'll ever see. And yeah, it's just absolutely incredible. Just decided to bushwalk at the end of the day. Got to the summit on sunset. Don't even ask me what this mountain's called, but I will put it, I'll put it there. I'll do my research. But how's the view? We've parked up in a nice little spot at Esperance, and if you watched last episode, if you haven't watched it, click up here and watch it before you watch this one. We caught a few nice squid at Streaky Bay in South Australia, so I've chopped it all up. And if you did watch last episode, you'd know my catch and cook wasn't very impressive. So going back to basics, calamari rings. Well, they're not rings, it's easier just to chop them up. Head, wings, all the good stuff. And this is the best way to eat calamari, just chuck them in a deep fryer. We got a few out of the deep fryer, chuck the other ones in there. It's a bit harder when you're camping because this is what we've got going to stop the wind. It doesn't heat up as quick, but anyway, first go. Let's go.
Go.
Take two.
Okay, that's really nice. I like it. I like it a lot.
That is the best way to cook squid. Obviously, you can see the breadcrumbs have come off a little bit because you can't get it as hot as we want, but it just doesn't get old. She liked the squid so much that I didn't actually get any, so we're snacking a little bit. Chilling out, having a beer, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, team. First sunrise in Esperance. Doesn't get much better than that. Wow. I just came to a little bay and I met up with Josh. We're actually from the same hometown and we're both in the same area today, so we thought we'd dive together. It's always safer to dive with people you're more confident, and I would dive here solo, but it's obviously way better just diving with someone. So we're gonna head out. The water looks clear as. I don't know what to expect, but I guess we'll get out there, see if there's any fish or crays worth taking, and yeah, I'll see you in the water. Whew. Got in from the dive. I managed my first sea sweep. I've never actually shot one of these. I suppose they're really good eating. They are everywhere out there, but I thought I'd just pluck one. And a zebrafish, I've shot these guys before. You do get them in New South Wales, but they're pretty good eating. I shot that probably 2 minutes into the dive just so we'd have a feed of fish burgers just in case we saw nothing else. I did lose a nice foxfish out there, just tore off, but he swam off pretty fine, but that would have been my first foxfish. Josh managed a massive boarfish and a harlequin fish. I've never even seen one of those in the water, but they're like the south coast coral trout. They're really good eating, and yeah, very pretty. Awesome job. And I forgot to mention, we did get a couple big green lips each. There was a row of about 20 big green lip abalone. They're like the black lips we get in New South Wales, just a lot tastier, and they grow a lot bigger, so they'll go down a treat. Good morning. Fast forward one day, we left Esperance after I filleted those fish. Went and had a beer and a pizza at the brewery with Josh and Jess. Josh, if you're watching this, thanks heaps for coming for a dive. I think we both benefited each other, and my dad always says it's not what you know, it's who you know, because I didn't actually know Josh before come to Esperance, and it was only because Josh's sister messaged me and said you're in the same place, you might as well dive together, because Amelia doesn't dive, Jess doesn't dive. So they hung out, they went for a walk and did some stuff, and me and Josh managed to go in for a dive. So we've come to Starvation Bay this morning. I'm not starving, I'm pretty hungry though. It's beautiful. There is one other camper here. It is that's how like quiet it is, but it is one of the nicest little bays. It's got a boat ramp here and it's just superb. It's pumping southerly. You can just see it in the corner over there, but this bay right here is so protected. So I'm going to jump in. It's only 7 AM. I'm going to jump in for a dive. We might see a fish or we might not, but I'll jump in for a dive, have a look around on Google Maps, which is what I always use to find good spots. It looks pretty weedy, so we'll have a look, and yeah, can't go wrong. We've got chaffles cooking. I'm going to try and time it, so when my wetsuit's on, we can sit down that table, eat it, and I can walk out straight. The 5mm rubber band actually keeps me warmer than what I'm wearing now, 2 jumpers and some trackies, so I should just get over and done with, get in. That split second of how cold it is when you're trying to get in it, you just warm up straight after. Look at this perfect timing. Just put my wetsuit on, they're ready. Let's go. That was a short and not so sweet dive. I jumped in, as you can see how murky it is. It's probably like 2-3 meters viz, and all I could think about was a great white shark coming out of nowhere and eating me. It just feels so sharky down here. I know people say it's sharky, but I mean, I haven't seen a shark yet. I saw a couple of little fish, not worth shooting. I wasn't actually going to shoot a fish unless it was a decent fish, something I haven't shot before, because we already have 3 nights worth of fish in abalone, so I didn't really want to go out and shoot the same things. I could have, but I just didn't want to. We didn't need to. We'll get some hours down. We might stop in Albany, but yeah, we'll decide when we're driving and we'll see you at the next stop. We got Stella down the dirt road into this sick little spot along the river. It's so dark, but you could probably just see it. We had 1 minute spare. We thought, we'll check this spot out on Google Maps, and we found it, and perfect little free camp along the river. Tonight we're doing a catch and cook on the fire. You can see we've got the fire cranking, and we're just going to cook some fish burgers. These are Amelia's favourite. It's not going to take long on the fire. We did have the gas cooker out, but I thought we got the fire going, might as well chuck it back to basics and cook on the fire. You guys will love that, and it's what camping's all about. So if we need this, it's here, but I reckon we'll be good on the fire. We're just toasting the buns now, and then we'll put the salad on and we'll cook the fish. So we've got zebrafish and sea sweep from Esperance, and yeah, about probably 200 k's maybe away from Esperance now, but we've still got plenty of fish, and we've got some abalone too. We won't cook that tonight, but we've got it in case we do get a bit hungry. We are reusing the breadcrumbs from the start of the episode where we cooked the squid. You know what they say, recycle, reuse. Looks stuck to the fish, absolutely perfect. We can chuck it straight in. Oh, look at that, sizzling, and I'm not even on the flame. That just shows you how hot that is. Yeah, it won't take long at all on the coals. Beautiful. That's what camping's all about. Actually, let's chuck this out. Look at that beautiful, beautiful fish. I don't know if it's sea sweep or zebrafish. Might be a mix of both, but either way, it's going to be delicious. It's a bit windy at the moment, so we're going to chuck the lettuce on. Amelia can do the honours.
It might fly away. It's pretty windy.
Look at that fish though, perfectly white, golden brown. Doesn't get much better than that.
Oh yeah.
What do you think, Amelia? They've heard my thoughts on fish about 100 times, so what do you think?
It's a really tasty fish. And it's good with tomato sauce, so highly recommend.
So Amelia thinks not as good as my first ever fish burger, but it's different fish. But we've got a lot more salad today, and she still approves, so that's the main thing.
It's smoky.
Well, we both smashed those fish burgers. I was still a bit hungry, so we've got some 2-minute noodles saving the day. We could have another one, but I just can't be bothered cooking. Tomorrow we're heading towards Margaret River, so that'll be next episode. I'll see you there, but Western Australia's definitely turning on for us. Probably one of the best states I've been in so far, and we haven't even done like the good parts. Don't forget, if you want any merch or snatches and support the channel, www.offshoreadventures.com.au. I'll see you next episode. WA is definitely turning on for us, so hopefully you guys are enjoying these episodes. We're going to kick back at the fire. Have a good night, and I'll see you next episode. Ew. She put tomato sauce on a fish burger.
I think it'll be good.
Well, we both smashed those fish. www.offshoreadventures.com. Don't forget. Use bar.
That's it.
www.offshoreadventures.com.au. I'll see you next. Fuck.
So close, yet so far.